Kit Kats can read. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another weekly reading vlog where I let you guys know in a vlog sort of style what I get up to behind the camera of my normal videos when it comes to reading, as well as slotting it into my personal life with work or with seeing my boyfriend or in my flat where I reside and live on my own. If there's any random questions you would like to ask me about my personal life, feel free to ask me. As long as it's not too rude, I'm sure I can answer it for you guys. So it's the beginning of a new week. I had to unfortunately call in sick to work today. I'm so disappointed because my sickness record isn't great. For those of you that have only just been following me, I currently have this skin, I don't really want to say skin disease, but it's like a skin health condition that it's basically kind of like having permanent abscesses, but they kind of like stay with you. So like after you normally have an abscess, when it bursts it normally disappears. These are like abscesses, they burst and they remain. So it's kind of like an infection in the body because it's normally like the sweat glands just get clogged up and they're just not getting cleaned because they're like on the inside. So normally it can result to a topical gel or antibiotics to clear up the infection. So for about half a year now my body has had this condition and I've had so many different antibiotics, some that literally have been poisoning my body in the worst sort of way by me having horrible side effects, but also it's been kind of helping in a way. So it's kind of like a good and a bad thing, a double-edged sword and all of that. So I'm seeing the doctor tomorrow to assess my situation again. Unfortunately, I've also been feeling very mentally and physically drained, and I don't know if that's to do with my condition or not. So I don't know whether I need to run some tests again just to see if there's anything that's being missed. You know, am I missing some vitamins? Like somebody suggested doing I think it's vitamin B12 test, see if there's like a deficiency somewhere. So yeah, so unfortunately, so I'm just going to turn this down, it's burning my back. So yeah, so it's just a little bit up in the air and it's really sort of like unknown at the moment. So it's kind of still there, like it's mostly gone. And the annoying typical thing is I stopped the recent antibiotics nearly a week ago and then I get this fucking cold and flu, whatever this is. So it's kind of like antibiotics have gone, immune system shit, catch the cold flu that's going around everywhere. It's literally spread to my chest and my throat is very sore and raw, so I don't know if it's going to head towards either chest infection or tonsillitis, which I'm very prone to getting. Now I know with tonsils, especially lately, they have been saying that we as humans need them because they sort of catch the infections, so it is good to have them. So unfortunately that's the downside to it. So that was just a really long-winded explanation of what I've got, what I've been going through and all that sort of stuff. So it's become a burden in my life, it's been affecting my personal life, it's been affecting my work life. So yeah, it's really tough at the moment. So I'm feeling like my body is just getting more drained. So yeah, so my sickness record isn't great because I've had to call in sick because of really bad side effects to the antibiotics or to the condition, or for hospital appointments, or I had a low mood where I had like 2 or 3 weeks off of work, and that was my first sickness where I just literally had a burnout and then I had to like try and find myself again. So again, if you don't know, I do suffer with anxiety and depression, but mostly like anxiety, low mood, which then leads to depression. So I do a service called iTalk in the UK. It's a free NHS service that's meant to help you with coping mechanisms, to helping you to hopefully self-medicate yourself when it comes to things like anxiety. So like teaching yourself like not to worry about certain things, that sort of thing. So I've got a phone call for that tomorrow. It's literally like a 35-minute phone call where you literally talk about everything. So I need to kind of do the homework that she set me, which was to do a weekly planner and then like write every activity I do, even if that's just like routine stuff like showering, brushing the teeth, or if it's work, or if it's like any hobbies, or if it's housework. So it's like 3 different sections, which is like routine, leisure, and I think necessary or something like that. So yeah, like routine, things like showering and that, and then necessary things like, you know, housework, and then obviously leisure stuff. So I've done 1 week, which is over here, and I need to do another. I'm going to share this with you guys because this is also like really funky. Look at this giant 2 kilograms worth of Barrett's Dusty Milk bottles. Guys, the 90 Sweets, my boyfriend Ben bought it for me like as a surprise present. I like went over there and it came in the mail and he was like, oh, this is for you. And I was like, oh, it's not like a birthday present, is it? Because my birthday's in February. And he was like, no, it's just for you. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, I feel really bad though, because like I don't have the money really at the moment to sort of be like splashing it out, because I know that my birthday's coming up and January is a really long pay day because I got paid before Christmas. It's a 5-week payday, which hopefully means it's going to be a good one. February obviously isn't going to be so great because it's going to be a short one. So it's kind of like short pay, really good pay, short pay, and then after that the months will just be like normal. My aim for this year is to hopefully get my sickness record better. They said it's going to take a year before all of my sickness just wipes clean completely. So I literally probably sound and look better than I feel, if that makes sense. Like I literally, for some part of the day, I've been sat there like, I feel so dizzy, I feel so shit, my nose is running, my throat is getting clogged up. I literally hate having to clear my throat or cough because it hurts so much. So yeah, it's more of like I feel worse than I look, I suppose. I probably still look really shit, but I didn't want to let you guys down. So, and I'm one of those people where I don't care how I look. I know that I could look so much better for you guys, but that's the whole point of this vlog, that you get to see behind the cameras, you get to see exactly what I'm like behind a normal video where I actually make my appearance look good and like put maybe a bit of makeup on and something. But you know what, whatever, like we're all human at the end of the day. So yeah, it's not really been a great Monday. So I kind of slept in till like 1 or 2 o'clock PM. I finally dozed off at probably about 7:30 in the morning to 8 o'clock. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, so nearly like 6 hours sleep. I got up, I felt like shit, and I was like, I need to eat something because my body is telling me it wants to eat something, get fluids in, and I needed to take another 2 cold and flu tablets. So I got up and I had some chicken soup. They say chicken soup is meant to be really good for when you're ill. I don't know whether it's just like an old wives' tale or whether it actually does have some healing stuff, but I think soup in general is just a really good thing to have when you're sick, just because it's just easy to swallow and it's easy on the throat. So I had some of that for lunch, and then I had something to drink, had some more tablets. Then I came back in here and I just sort of divvied about a bit. I kind of procrastinated, and then I was like, oh, I need to really get up because I don't want to fall asleep for the rest of the day, because it means that I'm going to be really wide awake during the night, which is what I don't want. I don't want to mess up my sleeping pattern. So I kind of forced myself up. I watched a couple of booktube videos, and then in the end I played a little bit of what have I been playing lately? Dead Island. Yeah, been playing a little bit of Dead Island, a bit of zombie bashing. So sort of like leveled myself up once, and then I played the Resident Evil 2 demo, which is out, so I gave that a little go. And I did a little bit of reading, and then here I am in this evening. So I've mostly been procrastinating in between that. I could have easily just probably sat there and read solidly, but my mind has just been all over the place like it always does when you're ill. You're just really not with it. So yeah, it's just been a horrible day. Like, I should have been at work, obviously. I couldn't really force myself in because my body was just that badly out of shape this morning, and it's just spread worse. Like, it was really badly in my throat this morning. Now it's sort of moved to like here, this area. Although I've still got it here, here, here. Now I've just got an additional place where it's here, so it's just spread basically. So whereas it started like here, I remember waking up and I was first like, oh my god, stuffy runny nose and headache, to now the throat hurting, to now my chest being like full and clammy and phlegmy, which is really not what you guys wanted to hear, but hey, that's it. And you're probably like, oh, for God's sake, Kate, it's just a cold, just get over yourself, for God's sake, move on. Kate, it's a cold, you've been talking about it for like 10 minutes. I know it is. So I'm a woman, what can I say? So yeah, that's all I've pretty much been doing today. So the plan for the rest of this evening is I've got some BookTube videos I need to watch of people's top books of the year, and then I just want to do a little bit of reading. I just don't want to let myself think about that I'm ill. I just kind of like want to forget about it and move on, if that makes sense. Like, I just don't want to think about it, even though it's just there, and occasionally stop and I'm like, oh, zombie-like. But I just want to distract myself from the fact that I'm ill. So yeah, I just want to take it easy for the rest of this evening. I'm off tomorrow and then I'm off Wednesday. Tomorrow I've got 2 appointments, one with my doctor where I'm just going to talk about my condition and the fact of my low exhaustion, and then I've got my iTalk phone conversation at 4 o'clock, and I'm off Wednesday. I don't know how I'm going to go for the rest of the week because I'm meant to be in Thursday and Friday. I'm just going to play it by ear. If I literally still feel really bad on Thursday, I'm just going to call in because it still counts as a period of sickness. So I'm just going to literally play it by ear. So yeah, that's it really. So I'm going to jump off now. Sorry for a really long-winded first session of the week, and for me looking and feeling rough, and for boring you to death with everything. Yeah, sorry, that's all I can say. So yeah, let me know what you guys are reading. These are what I'm reading from, these 2 books. Legend is a reread, and All Lonely People is a new release, and I'm on the blog tour of it on the 25th. So I've got like 4 days to finish this book, so this is the main priority. However, I'm this far through it, and there's a total of 300 pages, looks like, and I'm near 100 pages through, so it's not bad all things considered. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Sorry. And I will talk to you guys hopefully tomorrow. Hey guys, today is Wednesday and I'm just here to quickly vlog for you guys. I apologise that I didn't vlog yesterday. I was feeling really unwell. The cold, flu, whatever I've got, has spread to my chest. Today it's still in my chest. It just feels like, from what I started on Saturday when I woke up, when I had the headache, the runny stuffy nose, and yeah, just general feeling unwell, it slowly spread to like my glands on Monday were swollen massively and it hurt to swallow in that, and my throat hurt, and then yesterday, Tuesday, it had spread to my chest so that it was hurting when I was trying to breathe in, especially the cold air. So I've put on the heating in my flat. I've only got these electric heaters, which, you know, they die down in heat at the end of the day, which is sometimes when you need it because the evenings are cold. And cold air makes my chest hurt. So luckily it's quite warm in my bedroom. I've been keeping the door shut, so it's quite warm in here. So I'm breathing in the hot air, but to be honest, I've mostly been breathing from my mouth anyway because my nose is either running or it's stuffy. Today's actually a day off, just as well as yesterday. Today The only thing that I had to be done was an Avon order to be delivered, which it's already come, and my nan to deliver my food and weekly supply of stuff. Normally I go over to my nan's, but I messaged her and I was like, I'm so sorry, but I literally cannot leave the flat, because even the smallest amount of walking, and it was like this yesterday as well, smallest amount of walking, I was yesterday doing the laundry. I just walked over to the washing machine and turned it off, and I'm out of breath and my heart is going like boom 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 boom, and I'm just like, this makes me sound like I'm a really unfit, unhealthy person. Like, what is this? And I've got the same today when my nan dropped off the stuff. I'm just putting things in the fridge and my heart is going like mad and I'm out of breath and I'm like, oh my god, all over again. I had this missed call from work as well, sort of saying like, if I am coming in tomorrow, am I able to change my shift? And I've been umming and ahhing, and the old me would have been like, yeah, I'll come in tomorrow, I'll be better, blah blah blah, like as in like when I'm not better. So like pushing myself to go in when I'm not ready to go in. But the new me is just like, you know the thing, you might as well have a week off, because when it comes to a period of sickness, that is from the first time you call in until when you're next in. So if I went in tomorrow and then I'm ill again on Friday because it suddenly got worse by me pushing myself to go in, which it has happened before, can't remember if it's happened with this company or a previous employed job, but I've gone in not wanting to disappoint anybody, and the next day I felt like crap again. So then I would have to call in again. That's 2 periods of sickness. My sickness already isn't great at work just because of everything from about June last year when I got signed off the 2 weeks, and then everything with my side effects of antibiotics and going to the hospital and that sort of thing. So my sickness isn't great, and it's being monitored for a year anyway because I'm at that stage of sickness. So I've already got to be careful, so that's why I'm just going to take precautions now and might as well just take the week off, go back strong and be 100% better next week. Yes, okay, because I'm sick I am in a way letting the team down, but I can't help being ill, and I've got to think about myself as well. It's kind of like being a little bit selfish, like I've got to think of myself and not make myself worse. Anyway, I'm seeing the doctor on Friday, so hopefully if I can I might get like a note from the doctor, some sort of way just to say that I'm a like a fitness to work thing, because my other one had run out. So I'll bring in my old one and see if they can extend it, just to have something for them to say that I'm feeling exhausted and tired, so I'm fit to work, but there will be times when I will be too tired to do certain things, that sort of thing. So a previous doctor that I saw did print off a note like that, so I'll bring the old one and get them to extend it, because they did it I think for about a month. So I need like an up-to-date one so that I can hand it in, and then my manager can send it off again just like before, so at least they've got some sort of proof. So yesterday really I just kind of procrastinated. I actually didn't do any reading. I mostly was plodding along. The only, I think, practical thing I managed to do yesterday was to film a video, and it was all the books that I have in my TBR shelf as well as my TBR crate next to the shelf. So I'm umming and ahhing whether I'm going to have it as one long video or 2 parts. So I think what I might end up doing is like editing it together and seeing how long it's going to be. If it's not too bad, I'll just keep it as one video, because for some reason these days people do like really long videos anyway, and people don't seem to care, they just end up watching them. Or if it ends up being crazy long, then I'll do it in 2 parts, where I do like the crate and then I'll do the TBR shelf. So then I'll film 2 intros and 2 outros sort of thing. So yeah, that's it really. That happened yesterday. Just procrastinated. I didn't sleep this morning until about 4 o'clock. I watched the latest Riverdale episode from last week, which I didn't get around to watching. And then I started watching Bitten, which is a series on Netflix that's from the series by Kelly Armstrong, which, you know, I wasn't sure if I liked it first when I watched the first like 3 episodes. Now I'm actually getting really into it. So I was just watching that until I could feel myself getting to the type. I know it's like the least thing that you should be doing to get yourself to feel really tired, but my mind was just too wired anyway. So it got to like 4 o'clock in the morning, and eventually I was like, nope, turning it off. I'm doing a little bit of mindfulness, and then like I just lay down in bed, and then I fell asleep. And then I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, coughing and spluttering my head off. I thought it was a dream at first, but I woke up and my eyes were running, like tears were literally streaming from my eyes. By the way, in case you're wondering, if you're like, Katie, if you're ill, why are you wearing makeup? I'm doing it to make myself feel better. So I don't know how tired I look here. I literally feel so tired. I literally feel like I need so much sleep. Like, I'm falling asleep in a way. So yeah, it's not great. Like, yeah, just doing it to make myself feel better really. That's it really. So yeah. You guys are probably thinking, oh my god, Kate, you're such a hypochondriac. All you got is just a cold and a flu. Like, just get over yourself. No, I'm sorry. Like, I can't help it. Can't help it. So, yeah, I don't know what to do today. The sun's shining, and I didn't do any reading yesterday, so I need to do some reading today. So bad. Why did I not? I didn't even watch any YouTube videos yesterday. I just literally procrastinated. So I need to edit a video because I've got a weekly vlog from last week that I need to edit now. So I could edit that, or I could go and edit this video that I filmed. Oh, I don't want to do anything. I've got no motivation whatsoever today. Oh, jeez, so sorry. So yeah, I just wanted to update you on everything that happened yesterday, as well as plans for today and that sort of thing. It's very boring. This week's vlog is going to be so boring. Like, just Katie being unwell and not being able to do anything. What is life? What is life? Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm so melodramatic, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go, and do you know what, it's lunchtime. It's 1 o'clock and I'm not even like, not starving. To be fair, my appetite hasn't been like the greatest. I got on the scales yesterday because I was like, I feel different. And I'd lost 2 pounds. Like, I hadn't done any exercise or anything. I'd lost 2 pounds. That's just from being unwell. So there's one good thing coming out of being unwell. And I was 1 pound away from losing my half a stone goal for this year. I mean, not like a goal for all year, as in like the first goal is half a stone. So I'd rather go like half stone goals sort of thing. So yeah, I don't know what I weigh today. Feels like I probably put it on again because I ate some milk bottles last night, or rather this morning when I was watching Bitten. Had the midnight munchies, what can I say? Anyway guys, I'm gonna go now. Sorry to bore you with this section. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I need to read, but I also need to edit that weekly vlog from last week, so I might I don't know. I don't know guys, I don't know, I'm sorry. I think I'm just gonna chill for a little bit, and then I might end up having a nap because I'm falling asleep. Well, hey guys, so it's actually Thursday and I woke up this morning and this cold or flu, whatever I've got, has spread to my chest. And it was kind of in my chest yesterday anyway, but it really spread, like, it's been really phlegmy today. So I don't really know how it's going at the moment. It seems to be okay, but then I haven't gone out into the cold, I haven't done anything too strenuous, so it does kind of feel like I'm a little bit on the mend, but I'm not 100% yet. So I know that I've got the doctors tomorrow. Like I say, I've been giving myself this week just to get better, and then I'll go from there. So you might be wondering, why do you look like this, Kate? Well, I just had a shower, and then I had a face wash with this yogurt and honey face wash thing, and then I thought, hey, I've got this Avon like clay mask thing that I haven't used yet, that I've had for a couple of months, so I thought I'm gonna give it a try. So it was quite weird. So it starts off this colour here, and then you've got to give it 10 to 15 minutes and it turns to this colour here. My god, my face feels so stiff. I'll try and, like, it's crazy. I feel like one of those rock people, or a pumice stone. I look like a pumice stone. So it's the first time I've tried it. I have no idea what it's going to be like, but it's meant to be a face mask that just sort of impurities and all that. So I'm going to wash it off in like 5 minutes. I can feel it when I move my mouth. It's so stiff, so dry. I hope it works, because my face has been needing something for a while. So today I haven't really like done a lot of such. I've mostly procrastinated yet again. What did I do this morning? I kind of like edited, or started to edit, my TBR shelf and TBR crate, the crate that's next to the TBR shelf. I started to edit that video that I filmed the other day. It's going to be a long video, it's like an hour long. I was umming and ahhing, do I split it into two, or do I have this one whole video? Then I thought, you know what, I've seen people with like an hour long book talk, so sod it. It's going to be an hour long. And to be honest, people can just add it to their watch later and then continue to watch it whenever. So I just thought, you know what, sod it. I did ask people if I should do it as one video or split to two, but I didn't really get a response. I've got no friends, so it's just the way that it works. No friends in the booktube world. But to be honest, I did ask on Twitter. So I got like a bit of shampoo in my ear, which is really weird. So, haven't done a lot of reading today. I watched the latest Riverdale episode because it uploaded today, and then I watched a couple of episodes of Bitten. I was looking at all of my video challenges and 5 books, like 5 series I haven't read, 5 Sundays I haven't read, and I was just writing them in my little notebook so that I can go to that book for my TBR sort of thing. So I did that, and here we are now. So for lunch today I had a ham and coleslaw baguette with some hula hoops, because hula hoops are my thing. And then I snacked on some grapes. And then for dinner I just had this steamed salmon, and I think it's dill. It's like one of those steamed meals. And that was really nice actually, it was quite creamy. And then here I am now, I just had a shower and I'm doing some washing. And yeah, my chest all of a sudden now does feel a bit chesty. I don't know how I'm going to be tomorrow, because I was kind of alright last night, and then I got really bad whilst I was trying to sleep, and it was really bad when I woke up. So I'm playing it by ear, by everything. So I'm going to go wash this off now, because it's been nearly 5 minutes. I'm excited to see how it goes, because my pores are terrible at the moment, so I'm hoping that it helps cleanse my face, and we'll see from there. So it's like my first ever face mask. It's so weird. So evidence, I have been reading All the Lonely People. I've got like 50 pages of it left now, So my aim is to get it read for tomorrow, because tomorrow is a blog tour. I've been so bad. You know, the frustrating thing is, like, you sort of think that when you're ill you're going to be reading loads, but really I just haven't been. I've just been taking it easy and not straining any part of my body as such. So that's my aim for today. I'm going to wash this off, then I'll put my washing out on the line, and then I'll do some reading. So I just wanted to quickly update you on all of that, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's Friday and I'm just here to quickly update you on everything that I managed to get done, like last night after we spoke, as well as what I've managed to get done today, because it's now the evening and it's like bedtime as well. So what happened? Well guys, I did the face mask, I washed it off, my skin felt amazing afterwards. It felt so smooth and soft and just like a brand new skin, really. So I feel like it definitely helped. And then I near enough went to bed, in a way, to be honest. I watched some booktube videos and then I got into bed and I started listening to an audiobook, and then I fell asleep. So to be honest, I don't know where I am in Legend at the moment, because I started listening and then I kind of dozed off. So in a way it kind of relaxed me, I guess. Oh, I did my blog tour post for today last night as well, so I've got that all ready, and I did my review. I still haven't quite fully finished the book, but I just reviewed what I read so far, which I think, you know, is still worthy of it. So yeah, so that's all I did last night. So today I went to the doctor's, and I had a little mini list of things I needed to like ask in like a 10-minute session. It was like within a good 10 minutes I was like, don't worry, I'll be quick. So I got him to check like my chest over, just to see like, is it a chest infection, is it a virus, before I go back to work, and he said no, it's just a virus infection. So I was like, great, one tick off the list. Number 2, my hydrogen, so we spoke about that, and he's going to give me this body wash for it. No antibiotics, praise the Lord, no antibiotics. I've still got my gel, and I've been given this sort of like antifungal cream because I've been getting a rash, one under my arm and one like in the crease of my leg. So I've got a cream for that. And then I managed to get the doctor to extend my, it's like it's not really a sick note, it's just sort of like a amended duties. So it just sort of says that I can work, but because of the fatigue that I've been getting at the moment, it's just that they are aware that I've seen a doctor and that I am seeing a doctor about my fatigue. So he extended it until, well, for 3 weeks time, which is perfect, because then I see my actual doctor on the 15th of February, not long before my birthday actually, where I get to talk about my fatigue and everything, and why am I so fatigued, and do I need to have any blood tests done or tests done to see if I'm low on a specific vitamin level, that sort of thing. So yeah, so I covered a few things with the doctor in the 10 minutes, managed to get a couple of things done, and then whilst I was with my nan, I was like, hey, do you want to go for a meal, because we haven't actually like gone for a meal in ages. So we went for a meal, went to Salisbury, had a Burger King, and then afterwards Nan was like, where to next? And I was like, Waterstones? And she was like, no, how did I know you were going to say that? Because Waterstones was literally directly opposite Burger King. So I went to that and I actually got 3 books. I didn't do too bad actually. I got 2 off the buy one get one half price table, and I got 1 actual hardback copy. So if I can remember, the 2 books that I got off the table is Bridget Cameron's new book, A Curse So Dark and Lonely I think it's called, and then I also got this other book called Oh My Gods I think it's called. So I got those off the table. I hadn't heard of Oh My Gods before, but I was reading the synopsis and it just sounded quite quirky, so I got those 2 as part of the deal. And then I got the hardback copy of The Wicked King, by Holly Black, which is a sequel to Cool Prince. Haven't read it yet, but I do plan to, guys. I do plan to, plus the cover is awesome. So I thought, you know, that is a pick-me-up, a treat to me being unwell. So that's just the way things go. So got that, and then we went to Tesco's and I went to go get a couple of stuff. Like, I'm trying a non-dairy stuff, specifically like non-cow's milk stuff, just to see if, you know, it's just about trying my lifestyle and if there's things I'm gonna like and that sort of thing. So I managed to pick up some rice milk, some oat milk, and then I got a couple of Polish items. Sauerkraut, which is a like fermented cabbage that is meant to be full of probiotics, so really, really good for the immune system. So I managed to find that, and then I also managed to get kefir, which is a Polish milk, quite bitter but very similar in, I suppose, Yakult, and that is full of probiotics as well, especially the vitamins that we need for our immune system, vitamin B12 and I think it's D. So I'm hoping that if I have those intakes, then maybe that will boost my vitamins again and get my body back into the way it should be and just get my energy back. Anything that I could to improve my immune system would be absolutely fantastic. So I got those today, and then I bought Ben a Xbox One headset for Valentine's Day. I know, weird gift to get somebody for Valentine's Day, but we kind of did the same last year where we didn't get each other anything like romantic. The only thing that was, I suppose, romantic was the card, but to be honest, Valentine's Day is all about spending the day together. So really it's just getting him a gift for being with me, I suppose, for another Valentine's Day. So yeah, so I got him another headset because he doesn't have one, and that way we can game and talk to each other whilst we game. So there's that, and I got a card as well. So yeah, Valentine's Day present is sorted, and then we pretty much went home. And what did I do? Like, oh yeah, I bought the brand new Resident Evil 2 game, which came out today. I was umming and ahhing whether to get it. I saw it in Tesco's for £38. On Xbox it's £44.99, so realistically I'd be saving like nearly £7 if I bought the disc. But I was thinking, if I buy it online, then Ben also gets the game as well, because we're game sharing on the Xbox One. So any games he buys I get, any games I buy he gets. So I just thought, technically, I'm thinking about it as half price. Not that he's gonna give anybody, but like, I'm not asking him to. It's just more like sharing rather than the disc. It would be like, I'm playing it on the disc, he won't be able to play it. So I told him, I said, I've bought it, so if you wanna play it, download it and you can play it. So yeah, and it took a couple of hours for the game to actually download and for me to play it. So I played a little bit of Resident Evil Revelations 2. I played a couple of rounds on that, like on my own. I'm so proud of myself. I'm like, oh my god, zombie games on my own. Like, I'm so proud because, yeah, zombie games. Me and zombie games, like, oh my god, like when I played The Last of Us. That is a scary freaking ass zombie game, and it was horrible. Like, there were times when my heart was like boom 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 boom. So, you know, it still scares me. So I played a bit of that, and then I played like a couple of game demos. Like, one was called, I think, Wendia or something like that. A very sort of platform game to like Sonic, I suppose. Yeah, that was quite tricky, that. Like, weirdly addictive, but tricky. And then guys, Resident Evil was ready and it was downloaded, and I was like, oh, I've got to play this, at least give it a go. So I started it and I was like, oh my god, the demo did not start from this point, what do I do? And I ended up crapping myself like the first few minutes. The graphics, guys, are amazing. It's literally like it's a film. Like, it's so good, so good. They've done a fantastic job. And then I got to the bit where the demo starts and I'm like, oh my god, I know this bit. And there's a couple of items you can pick up which aren't in the demo, and it's like, oh, thank god. and then like you do the demo bit and it's just like, oh, I remember this bit, it was horrible. And now I'm doing the bit that I got to before it cut out, because in the demo it only gave you half an hour to do it. So yeah, I'm just playing it through, and I'm thinking I want to watch some people play it as well, so that I don't miss anything. Like I do kind of want to experience the game for myself, and as I was earlier, like for example, when I opened up a locker, a fucking zombie jumped out and I just shit my pants. I was just like, oh my god, I am saving the game and I'm turning it off right now. My heart can't take any more of that. So yeah, cool, that got my heart going. And yeah, so I am kind of enjoying it, but I'm also kind of lost of where to go in the game, because it's very similar to actually the first game, because they didn't remaster the first game, it's just they just HD'd it. So I have been playing the first game, but like doing it like as a walkthrough, so I've been watching the walkthrough video and then doing it in the game myself, and that sort of thing. So it's very similar to the first game in that sort of sense, where you like your inventory is the same, you have the case where you store stuff, you have the typewriter where you save. Yeah, so it's funky. It's definitely a game that I will be playing more from. I need to play more games, like single player games, like on my own, especially when it comes to like zombie games, because I am such a pussy and I need to just get myself out of that bloody situation and man up, really. Just need to man up, stop being a wimp, stop being a pussy, and just play the bloody scary zombie games and just not get scared. Because even when I play with Ben, I still get scared. That's why I like watching him play games. So I think it would be pretty cool to also watch him play the game as well, so hopefully he does download it. I don't know if he ever played the second one. I know he's played the fourth one and he re-downloaded it last year, and I've got it as well because we're game sharing, and I did start it and I was like, oh my god, the game controls are so weird in this. So yeah, that's all I've literally done today. So I've tried some of the products that I bought today. Like I tried, I tasted a bit of the oat milk. That's actually quite nice. I think it was Ben that told me that the closest tasting non-dairy milk to milk is oat, I think it is. So I think when I tasted it, it does taste very similar to milk. And yeah, because I've tried coconut milk. Coconut milk is very sweet. I've tried that in a tea. I tried it yesterday in a tea. Very sweet. I had a glass of coconut milk today actually. So I had a little glass of the kefir milk, and or kefir, I'm not entirely sure, I'm sorry, like it's a Polish milk, I think it's Polish anyway. And yeah, it's definitely very sour, so I had a glass of that, had some vitamins and minerals, had an Activia style yogurt drink thing. I tried tasting the sauerkraut on its own because I got told by my Polish friend to give it a taste just to see how bitter it is to you, and I tasted it and I was like, you know, actually I kind of like it in a way. But I do like pickles, I like gherkins, and I like what is it, like, oh, what do they call it? Anyway, the pickles that you get from Wagamama's. So yeah, I tried all of them. The only thing I haven't tried yet, I haven't tried the rice milk, because that's a long life one, so I'll try that like after. And I also today got some goat's cheese, because it says that that is meant to be really good in the vitamins as well. I have goat's milk, which is really good for my eczema. So I'm trying so many different things. Like I just want to try things that can hopefully boost my immune system and maybe improve my lifestyle. I'm feeling really tired now. Then again, it's nearly 10 o'clock in the evening, so I don't know my plans for tomorrow. All I know is that I will be going to Ben's for this weekend. He did message me earlier saying that he's unfortunately got the cold himself, and I was like, well, that's bloody typical, isn't it? Like, I'm nearing the end of mine, you just starting yours. Like, what is this? and this is the only time that I'll ever get to see him this week, so, you know, so unless he wakes up and says, Kate, I am so ill, do not come over, I'll be like, why? I'm in the flood again. So yeah, that's all that's really sort of happened really yesterday as well as today. And yeah, plans for this evening really, like I think I just want to read. Like I do kind of want to finish, I want to finish this book. I'm literally like 50, 60, 70, 80, like 85 pages away from completing this book, so I'm not far. And with Legend, I am past the halfway mark now. I am on, well, I'm very close to nearing 200 pages through this, really. So I just want to do some reading tonight. So mostly I want to read from this. I didn't really get to read too much last night, so I'm going to read from this. Ow! Why did I do that? That really hurt. Christ almighty, if you ever want to murder somebody or knock someone out, get a spine. Christ, ow. And I might be reading All the Lonely People from the ebook as well, because I got the ebook from NetGalley as well to review. So then when I fully finish this, I can review it on NetGalley, so it's another book knocked out of the way. So yeah, I did film my January book haul the other day, thinking I'm not going to get any extra other books in January, and then I received a review book this morning. Actually, I forgot to tell you that, guys. I received a book from Taylor Jenkins Reid, not actually from her personally, but like the publisher sent it to me, and I'm just like, what is this? So that will be included in my January book haul, so I'll film those books to add into the video. But yeah, that is just, that's crazy, and that is so mental. I can't believe it. I was just like, I've got a Taylor Jenkins Reid before it's released. That is so weird. I mean, like, I don't know why I'm excited, because like I haven't even read any of her books yet, but I think I'm just excited because of how hyped she is as an author. And guys, like, here's another little story. When I was in Waterstones, my nan went like, ah, Daphne du Maurier, like, we live next door to her. And I was just like, what? What? I was like, Daphne du Maurier, she's like a very famous classic writer. And she's like, yeah, I know she was. Like, her grandkids used to play with like my kid. And I'm like, what? What? And she was telling me these small stories that she actually spoke to Daphne du Maurier herself. She was like, yeah, she was a really nice person, and she used to have her grandkids around. I'm just like, what? What is this? This is mental. Why are you only telling me this now? Like, now that I'm a reader and everything, and what? And she was just like so matter of fact about it. She was like, yeah, like, she just lived next door to us. And I'm like, how weird is that my nan lived next door to Daphne du Maurier, the classic author who wrote Rebecca, which is like really, really well known. Wow, I'm speechless. I'm totally speechless. Saw loads of books in Waterstones today that are on top people's books of the year. So what I'm planning on doing is, I don't think I've got anybody else's top books in my list so far, but I haven't looked at my BookTube subscriptions today. I'm planning on, for February, digging into that tub and seeing what books come out. I'm going to try, because I've got some review books to read, so I'm thinking of picking out 5 from the tub, 5 of people's top books of the year, and hopefully it would be good if I own them, because then it would just be really good. So for example, if it is that I have 6 of Crows come out, I'm going to be reading Shadow and Bone, because I want to read those in, like, I suppose publication order, just because, you know, I mean, I know you don't really have to, but some people say you kind of do, and I'm just like, you know what, just like the Morning Instruments, I just want to do it. So things like that, or if I don't know, Conjuring of Light comes out, then I have to read A Dark Shade of Magic, that sort of thing. Or, you know, if Taylor Jenkins Reid books come out, then I'm going to have to read that. But, you know, if there's a book that comes out that I've pulled out that I don't own, then I will just I'll just purchase it because, you know, I've committed to pulling that out. So I'm going to use it for February. I mean, what I also want to do as well is I want to pick at least 2 of my own books that I would like to read during the month, so that I'm still in a way mood reading. I've still got some review books I need to read. I've got Enchante, which I haven't got around to reading yet, as well as Fierce Fragile Hearts, I think it is. So I haven't read Beautiful Broken Things, so I think what I'll end up doing is pushing those forward to February, but just because they're really important. But I also have got Fame, Fate and the First Kiss, I think it's called, by Casey West, which comes out in February as well for review. I've got that on my Kindle, so I would like to read that too. So I think after I read these 2, I don't know what I'm going to start, if honest. I don't know if I'm going to start Beautiful Broken Things, but I'm one of those people that reads 2 books at a time, and I'm finding it so much better. 2 different genres. I've got a dystopian here and a sort of magical realism, contemporary, weird sci-fi book. I don't know, it's just social media and disappearing, and yeah, there's some sort of like weird magic going on there. So yeah, and it's interesting just reading 2 different books and seeing which one I'm leaning more towards, and it helps me to review and rate the books as well. So I think after these 2 books, it's possibly going to be Beautiful Broken Things as one of the books, and then I don't know whether I'm going to have The Darkest Minds possibly as the other one, because I did say that I was going to read. I was looking at my list yesterday of books that I want to read in 2019, so I might just pick a book from one of those lists. So yeah, this has been a really waffly styled vlog of an update from yesterday, as well as today, as well as what I want to do this evening, as well as what's going to happen this weekend possibly. I'm feeling a lot better in myself, which is really good. I'm so glad that it's not a chest infection. I'm really glad that it's just a viral infection, so at least I can just go back to work on Monday. If I'd have had a chest infection, I would have had to be on antibiotics again, which I do not work really well with, and it just wouldn't have gone well at work. And you know, in a weird way, I have missed work, so I'll be going back to work next week in, you know, like a really strong basically, and yeah, I've missed it, so I'm hoping it goes really well. And I'm on a short shift on the Monday, so I'm hoping my shift just goes really well and positive, and I'm hoping I'm just more myself again. And next week I'm going to start doing my fitness again. Like, I've got loads of workout DVDs that I have gone from CEX that I haven't even used yet, so I'm going to try and use those. So for example, come home from work, 4 o'clock, I'm going to obviously chill out for a little bit. 5 o'clock to, like, I don't know, either 5 to half 5 or literally just a 10-minute workout. I'm just going to try, like, that is my homework from iTalk, to do at least 2 workouts a week, at least 10 minutes each, just to get the ball rolling again and to get my energy going again. And I'm just going to see how I'm going to go by drinking one of these milks. I'm going to take one of these milks with me to Ben's so that I can have one of these milks and be like, if you're making me a tea, make it from this milk, sort of thing. So yeah, that's it really, guys. So I'm going to say goodbye now. I will speak to you guys tomorrow morning possibly, just to let you know my plans, whether I am going to Ben's at a specific time, or whether it's not happening because maybe he gets too unwell. I don't know, like, I can't read the future and nobody can anyway, but we don't know. Anyways, waffling on now. I am the queen of waffles. Literally. So I'm going to go now. Let me know what book you are currently reading, if you've purchased any books, and I will speak to you guys soon. guys, I am here to wrap up last week's weekly reading vlog for you guys, just to let you know what managed to happen over the weekend and so on and so forth. So Saturday I got myself ready and then I went over to see Ben on Saturday, and I found that Ben was really unwell. So for the most part I did let him rest for most of the day, and I ended up watching some episodes of Kitchen Nightmares. Gordon Ramsay is my bae, and that's just what I did. And then we gamed a little bit together, played some Resident Evil, and then I watched Ben play some Resident Evil 4, and that was pretty much Saturday. Saturday we also had a Chinese takeaway, can't forget that because that was awesome. And yeah, for lunch on Sunday we had the leftover Chinese from like the chow mein, so that like ended up being quite good and handy. And then Sunday evening's dinner was pizza, so no naughty food, but yeah, well, I have no excuse really, just that we all just had it, I suppose. So then Sunday was a bit better. Ben seemed to have been a bit more perky. Still had a little rest here and there, but he seemed more like awake and more up for doing things. So we still didn't leave the house just because he still wasn't feeling well. And to be honest, I wasn't feeling well either. I still kind of am not. It's just fluey in my chest basically. So so my chest was feeling really horrible, and then Ben just was feeling really rough. So again we gamed, and then we rested, and then we watched some more of Kitchen Nightmares, and that was pretty much Sunday. So we just had a very chilled out weekend of like gaming and watching Kitchen Nightmares and just spending time with each other. So I don't know, it was a really nice weekend. So I just wanted to film the very end because my battery died, but that is it for my weekly reading vlog. Let me know down below in the comments what books you guys managed to read, what you managed to get up to, and so on and so forth. But I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are. Thank you very much for watching my video as always. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye!